Good evening. How are you? This is JVL Narasimha from India speaking. Okay, now let's have a look at the board. 4 types of sentences. You know that there are 4 types of sentences in English according to their structure and also their meaning. Okay, now have a look at the board again. The sentences are imperative, interrogative. In interrogative, there are also 2 kinds of questions. The first one is yes or no questions, and the second one is WH questions. Okay, now the third one is assertive sentence, and the fourth one is exclamatory sentences. Today, we will discuss some of these sentences. Okay, now have a look at the board. Worship God. Worship God is an imperative sentence because it begins with the base form of the verb worship and ends with the object God. And it also has got a full stop at the end of the sentence. So, imperative sentence is more or less like the assertive sentence, but the only difference is that an imperative sentence doesn't have a subject. It begins with a verb in its base form. Okay, now let's have a look at the second sentence. Jesus Christ is the Savior. Okay, here there should be a full stop here. Jesus Christ is the Savior. It is an assertive sentence or a declarative sentence, or for believers it is a statement or it is a fact. It is an assertive sentence because it begins with the subject Jesus Christ and also it ends with the object complement here, and there is a full stop here at the end of the sentences. All the sentences, assertive sentences, begin with the subject and ends with either an object or a subject complement, and they must have a full stop at the end of the sentence. Okay, now have a look at another sentence. Lord Krishna blesses his devotees. Lord Krishna blesses his devotees. Here it is also an assertive sentence because here the sentence begins with the subject Lord Krishna and it ends with the object devotees, and it also has a full stop at the end. So we can safely say that both these sentences are assertive sentences because they are assertive in nature or they are declaring the facts. So we can say that they are assertive sentences or declarative sentences. Okay, now let's have a look at the sentence here. In fact, it is an interrogative sentence, okay, or we call it a question because questions are also called interrogatives, because you know that when police tries to seek information from the culprit, he interrogates. That means he starts questioning the culprit. Okay, now you may ask, I said that Lord Krishna blesses his devotees. Now you have got a doubt and you ask me the question, does Lord Krishna really bless his disciples or devotees? Okay, my answer for this question is yes, he does. Yes, he really blesses his devotees. Yes, he does bless his devotees. For yes or no questions, we can answer in 4 ways. Suppose you want to be very brief, you can say yes. Suppose you want to say somewhat better, you can say yes, he does. Suppose the teacher asks you to give the full answer, you can say yes, he really blesses his devotees. Suppose you want to stress the fact that he really blesses his devotees, you can also say that yes, he does bless his devotees. Here, he does is an emphatic form And it says that God undoubtedly blesses his devotees. So you should understand the subtleties in the language usage. Unless you follow all these types of sentences in your day-to-day conversation or in your spoken English or even in written English, you can't be a good speaker or writer of English. Tomorrow, we will discuss other types of sentences, namely exclamatory sentences and also WH questions. For the time being, I'm taking leave of you. This is Saviour.Rao from India signing off. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm expecting more subscriptions today. Bye.